And last, but certainly not least, we have an update on the ongoing gangland feud between rival supermarket chains Aldi and Lidl. This time, the conflict resolves around what many of us saw as a major potential clash point: hummus. Reports of a standoff between the staff of the East Wall branches of the two Germanic giants are coming in as we speak. With the Lidl Jobstown massacre fresh in recent memory, the eyes of the nation are locked on this battle for reasonably priced hegemony. Perpetually on the brink of open war now more than ever. Will Aldi retaliate to avenge their comrades? Will Lidl hold the fort? This could be our Cuban Missile Crisis, folks. More on the hummus battle as it unfolds. That's all from me now, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's over to Bridget, who will be filling in for her sister Bernadette after suffering a fall. And I hope you got the cards and best wishes. Yeah, we did indeed. That I personally sent, wishing you well from the whole team. Bridget will be taking a special new investigative segment to fill the slots after somebody decided that reeling in the years is too legally dangerous to run after the 6-1 news. In any case, it's time for the inaugural episode of this new thing, Harder Corkness. Stay tuned. I'm afraid that's all I've got time for. So from me and the whole team, a very good evening to you. Harder Corkness. You couldn't make this shit up. What?
My name is Tarquin W. Ponsonby. My travels have taken me across the globe, from the salt flats of Norway to the jungles of, Arabia. Though I find my native land boring and annoying, these are not normal times. I can't travel abroad these days, so I will be journeying the lengths of the River Lee, deep into the core of Munster, where few have gone before. It has been said that these uncharted regions of the island are akin to an entirely different country, a more barbaric and foul land where there is only one law: dog eat dog. Our journey will be fraught with danger, hurling glares on shit pints of Guinness. This is Heart of Corkness.
Hello, Mr. Ponsonby. I'm glad you've joined us. Oh, Tarquin, your fly's undone.
What? Bridget, my fly is not undone. What are you...
I pranked you. You've been poked, as they say. The egg is on your face now, Mr. Ponsonby. And as my mother used to say, it's not going to wipe itself off.
What? Please, Bridget, I'm a serious adventurer. A serious adventurer. I have serious intentions for this show. I have much to disclose, and it would behoove us all to act with, some decorum.
Anyway, as the good man said, he is a serious advent calendar. And what do we do with serious advent calendars here at Players News Now? We listen to them, and occasionally we eat them. Very good. Now, Bernadette couldn't be here today because she fell down the stairs and because of her ingrown toe. Now, she's doing very well, though, and sure, didn't she love the card that y'all sent to her? Now, I'm just as happy to be here today as I was to watch Queen Victoria's coronation. Please continue, Mr. Thompson.
Right. Look, whatever. I'm now on my 3rd day of my river navigation. I'm about to leave Cork City, and well, it hasn't been pretty.
Now, I never did think that Cork was a pretty city ever since they got rid of the demons at Fota.
As I was saying, it hasn't been pretty. I had thought this city a bastion of something resembling, like, civilization in an otherwise hellish province. The presence of Weatherspoons and Topman led me astray in this regard, for I've rarely seen a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. On my first day, I was greeted with, like, a horrific sight at Patrick's Bridge. Bridget, are you, like, all right?
Oh yes, I'm just saying hello to the FBI man in the computer. My nephew, Bernard the Fourth, told me that they watch us from the little hole at the top of the screen. Hello, Mr. American man. How you doing?
Look, whatever. Anyway, at Patrick's Bridge, we came across a horrific scene. A gang of delinquent youths were accosting an innocent female. Maskless, the ruffians were breathing heavily in the general direction of the cowering woman, like so. These troubling times, such an act is tantamount to nothing less than, like, attempted murder. The woman collapsed and fell into the filthy river, knocked dead by lethal coronavirus.
Shocking stuff, Tarquin. I was once breathed on in that kind of a way at an ashram in Colorado. Now, I didn't die of the coronavirus, and I say this for two reasons. Number one, I'm still alive. And number two, it was 1974 and the coronavirus hadn't been invented yet.
Right. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, we eventually made it to the safe haven of UCC, like a third-rate excuse for a university with a diabolical excuse for a rugby team. However, the monks who still run the college took us in and sheltered us. It was here that I first heard whisperings of a mysterious figure, the legendary and perpetually insane Thomas O'Kurtz, supposedly living wild with, like, a ragtag team of hurlers in the western wilderness.
Exhilarating stuff. Now, that's the end of part one. We'll be back after these few messages. Goodbye. Welcome back to part two. Bridget here, Bernadette's older, wiser, and altogether sexier sister. Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it, you. Go on. Now, when we left off, Tarquin had just left the relative safety of Cork behind him and was heading up the river. Now, after 3 days of tracking, we got back in touch with him.
Hello again, Bridget. It's day. Let me see. The days just blend together out here, you know. Haha. Day 7, 7 days a week. It's day week. It's the 1 week anniversary of the trip beginning. Wow. Okay. Where was I? Yes, I've made it to a town called Macroon.
I have to say, I've never heard of the place, but I am a substantial fan of Macbeth, if that's any use to you, as a comment to break up the monologue. I once played one of the witches on stage in the Gambia, but I was arrested for being too method. The Gambians, they were never too fond of magic.
Honestly, Bridget, I wonder about the strength of your mental faculties. The people here in Macroon speak an incomprehensible guttural dialect. They all seem to obsess over something called Apache pizza and can usually be seen congregating on street corners, pretending to smoke rolled cigarettes. I have not once observed such a smoker to actually, like, inhale. You see, I was called a gowl after I decided to smoke some of the devil's lettuce with a local, and it's fucking awful down here.
Can I ask, Tarquin, what does the W in your name stand for?
It's a venerable family name, which I should prefer not to mention.
Oh, go on now, Tarquin. Is it Walter? It's Wes, like Wes Anderson. It's Wes, isn't it? I'm going to call you Wes from now on.
No, it's not Wes. My middle name is Wanker, with 2 R's at the end. It's an ancient Germanic name, and it's very noble and honorable and cool, and I will hear no more about it.
What a beautiful name. I salute you, Mr. Wanker.
Moving swiftly on, the last few days have been eventful. Life down here is like a constant battle for survival. We've had to subsist on boiled pine cones and Barry's tea, a local delicacy which grows wild in the fields around here. We're losing our minds. We're going insane here, Bernadette. You don't understand. One of my cameramen was grabbed from the boat by a local fisherman who mistook the guy for a trout. We never saw him again. It was kind of funny, actually. The fishing rod, swung out and grabbed his jumper, and he fell off the boat like this.
Tarquin? Tarquin? Ponsonby! Get up! Is this a game to you? Do you have a single amount of professionalism in your bones, you worm? Drop and give me 20, you miserable possum!
Sir, yes, sir.
That's the end of part 2, dearies. I'll see you soon. Welcome back! I know you've all been dying to hear the shocking conclusion to Tarquin's mystical advent calendar. Will he survive? Will he die? Will he get zipped into a sandbag and shipped down the river, never to be seen again? I don't know, but I will soon find out, and so will you. Tarquin, are you there?
Is this thing working? The electro box is broken. Is it broken? Can you hear me, Bernadette?
Tarquin, we can hear you just fine, Pat. It's all good in the hood, as they say in Blackrock.
We do not say that in black. Look, does it matter? Nothing matters, Bernadette. Not even Black Rock. I never should have came here. It's day. I've lost count. We were attacked in broad daylight, as if we're in bloody Ring's End or something. It was Tommaso Kurtz. His band of hurlers showed up and said they were going to absolutely leather us. They beat us half to death with their big weird sticks.
And where exactly are you now, Tarquin, child?
We found it. The source of the Lee, where civilization goes to die. Please, someone, send a helicopter, ring the guards. I've no service in this shithole.
Hold your hobnobs now, Tarquin. If you've no service, how are you on the Zoom with us?
Some guy let us borrow his Wi-Fi. Sound dude, actually, he has a signed Leinster jersey. God knows why he settled all the way out here in this hell pit. Hey, Greg, say hi to PNN.
Yeah? How are you?
A sound man, Greg. We're going to die out here. The river is flooding and all my crew are all dead or AWOL. I have no navigational skills on my own. Seriously, guys, I'm just fucked. Kurtz and his gang are out there now searching for me and I'm running out of time. Greg is too nice a guy. He'll definitely let them in if they come to the door. Prick. I'm going to die out here alone in the middle of West Cork. I have so many regrets. I never played for Leinster. I never got to do MD. I never got the ride on Zorka. I can't die. Please send help.
Oj, get up here you now, man. Lilla, du gör förmyring över till bilen.
No! No!
you want a bit dark? Go on. Tarquin? 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 Oh well, that's just the way the biscuit falls apart sometimes, I suppose. Let's hope he's all okay and that he's got a spare pair of knickers for the road, as my aunt used to say. That's the end of our special. I suppose it didn't quite end up as we planned. That's life. We've all have to be murdered by a gang of crazed cork curlers someday or another. I've been British, and you're signing off.